Hey YouTube, AB Figs here. Welcome back to some more WWE Figure news. If you missed the coverage from the whole week, I've been covering the San Diego Comic-Con 2017 WWE Figure Reveals. Most recently, yesterday in the video I did, I covered the reveals of Elite Series 52, Elite Series 53, Basic Series 77, the fashion dolls, and lots of other stuff that was revealed in the panel. So it was a very exciting video. It was quite a long video because there were lots of figure reveals. So if you missed that, you need to check it out because there was just so much stuff covered in that video. It was awesome. But today they revealed some more stuff. So up first, they've definitely confirmed the lineups and the figures for the next NXT Basic and Elite waves, which will be exclusive to Target. First, we'll look at the Elite. We've got Asuka. This appears to just be a straight repaint of the Elite Series 47 Asuka figure, but this one has multicolored hair, a different painted mask, and a slightly different color scheme on the attire. It looks pretty good, and for people that missed out on the Elite Series 47A Asuka figure, this is definitely one that they could get. Shinsuke Nakamura in the black pants. It has a very interesting coat. I'm not sure if I like the look of it on the figure here, but maybe it's just the way it's positioned. Hopefully it'll look better in the final release. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about the face either. It doesn't look too much like Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, I hope it is fixed when it is going to be released, because yeah, I don't really like it. But the studs on the pants are really good. We've got Scott Dawson, one half of the Revival, comes with the NXT Tag Team Championship. Pretty decent attire. It says on the left knee pad, no flips, just fists, their logo. And you can't really make out the designs on the tights, but it probably says something along the line of Scott Dawson or the Revival or something like that. But yeah, pretty generic figure, I guess. And of course, to go along with Scott Dawson, you have to have Dash Wilder. They included the tattoo on the torso and also chest hair. This one has similar tight designs, but different knee pads. These are just plain purple, where the other ones are black with the logo. This one has black boots as opposed to the white boots on Scott Dawson. And this one has the gold designs on the black boots. But again, this also comes with the NXT Tag Team Championship. They also revealed the NXT Basic set, the second one that we're coming out sometime hopefully later this year. For the first time, Mattel are making a Bobby Roode figure. This is finally being released. The figure looks pretty okay, I guess. The tights designs looks good. Well, all the attire looks good. The face, I reckon the paint lets it down a little bit. The torso is a good choice, but the shoulders are a little too big in my opinion. But apart from that, pretty okay figure. Then we've got Eva Marie. It's a shame that she hasn't been around for nearly a year now. I'm not sure if she'll ever return, but they are still going ahead and releasing this figure. There are still a lot of Eva Marie fans out there, I believe, so this figure should have no problem selling. It does look pretty good as well. It looks accurate. We've got Johnny Gargano, one half of the former team DIY. The paint lets it down a little bit, I think. Hopefully they can fix some things up before it gets released onto the Target shelves. But the attire looks awesome. Classic Johnny Gargano attire that he's been wearing for years. Similar designs to what he's been wearing for years, at least. The rest of the figure looks good, just the face needs a little bit of work. Is the head a little bit too big? It's hard to tell, but I think the head is a little bit too big. Then we've got Tommaso Ciampa. This one looks really good. The face looks just like him, and the attire, even though it's basic, it's accurate, because that's just been Tommaso Ciampa's attire. It's always pretty basic, but they've definitely got this figure down, and they don't need to change anything on it. It looks great. Then we have Razor, one half of the tag team champions for NXT at the moment, the Authors of Pain. This one looks like they've used Braun Strowman body as a base, but it's perfect. It looks just fine on this figure, and I reckon they've got this head sculpt down. It looks just like Razor. And of course, to go with Razor, we've got Arkham. This one has brown pants as opposed to the black pants that Razor had on. The head, it looks still okay, but not as good as the Razor one in my opinion. But this one also has the tattoos that go along the shoulder, down the arm, and across the chest. Moving on from the NXT set, in the display case they also had some store exclusives that will be released later in the year. First we've got AJ Styles, which will be the Toys R Us Elite Big Book exclusive, which will come out probably around October. Toys R Us will be the only place you'll be able to find it. Unfortunately for us international collectors, this will mean that we'll have to get it off of eBay or some other way. But it's going to cost more money because we're not going to be able to get it in stores in other countries. But it's in his WrestleMania 33 attire. The figure looks pretty good, and it's probably, at this stage, AJ Styles' best Mattel WWE figure. But the head sculpt, it is a little bit outdated in my opinion because he has a bit longer hair. But I didn't notice that until looking at it about 5 times. The vest, it looks pretty good. I've heard some comments about it being inaccurate, but I don't really see how it's inaccurate because I looked back at some video footage of WrestleMania 33 and it's not like the vest that AJ Styles actually wore didn't have a hood, because it did. So I don't see what the problem is here. It seems like a pretty solid release. Walgreens will also have another exclusive out near the end of the year. This is another Elite figure, and it's the debut of the Raw Women's Championship in figure form. It's Sasha Banks in what looks to be the attire that she won her first Women's Championship in. So it's a pretty important attire, which is why I'm disappointed that it's only being released in Walgreens, because that's going to make it even harder for us international collectors to get our hands on this, because I've looked online and Walgreens don't have much of an online store. They do have a store where you can look at things online, but a lot of the WWE figures they have on there isn't eligible for purchase, so it's going to be very hard for us to get our hands on this. We're going to have to pay scalper prices if we want this, but the figure does look really good. It looks like they've just used the old mold for the first Sasha Banks figure. She has the extra armband thing going down the right arm, which she hasn't had for very long, but instead of molding it on, they've just painted it straight on, unfortunately. So with the previously molded parts, it doesn't really fit well, but looking from a distance, it's hard to notice. The head sculpt looks great. It's probably the best Sasha Banks head sculpt that they've got at this stage. But one thing that they really need to fix is the size of that Women's Championship, because that's just the same size as the regular male WWE and Universal Championships. They've just gone ahead and repainted it, but obviously it looks far too big. If they're going to release it like this, then I'm not interested in buying the figure at all. But the attire looks good. A solid release in my opinion. And for what I'm probably the most excited for out of all the reveals that have been shown today in day 2 of San Diego Comic-Con, they've revealed what the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Elite nWo Wolfpack Macho Man Randy Savage figure looks like. I'm pumped for this figure, and it's going to be the first Ringside Collectibles exclusive figure that I buy for a while, that's for sure, because I'm definitely going to get my hands on this one. I have to. It's awesome, and it's going to go very well with the previously released Wolfpack Ringside Collectibles exclusive figures. It has the new Macho Man head sculpt that they used on the Defining Moments figure, the recent Defining Moments release. It has the bandana, the sunglasses, the weight belt, the shirt, and the crown. Is that crown supposed to be with the figure? I'm not sure if it's just been misplaced or if it's actually supposed to be there. Because if that's supposed to be there, then that's lots of accessories. But even without, it's a good amount of accessories as well. The attire is red, of course, going along well with the Wolfpack theme. It looks awesome and something different as far as Macho Man figures go. I'm really excited for the release of this. This will be out late October, exclusive to Ringside Collectibles. And a reveal that I wasn't expecting at all, they're actually going to be releasing a Virgil figure, and it looks awesome. The figure looks outstanding, they've got the likeness down, the head sculpt looks just like him, and the attire, iconic Virgil. This figure will be released as Toys R Us limited edition exclusive for a show later this year. not really specific details, but this will be some sort of Toys R Us limited edition exclusive. I'm not sure if this will be available in store or exclusive to whatever the show will be later in the year. And one thing that has been noted is this will come with an accessory. They haven't shown it yet and they won't give us any details, but they promise that the accessory will be great. So I'm looking forward to this and it looks awesome. So that's it for the figures that have been revealed to the public at San Diego Comic-Con, but that's not it for the end of the video, because on WWE's YouTube channel earlier today, they released a video of Zack Ryder at San Diego Comic-Con looking through the WWE stuff with Bill from the Mattel design team, and Bill revealed the concept for an upcoming Zack Ryder Elite figure. Man, it's been ages since Zack Ryder has gotten an Elite figure, and I never thought he'd get another one. It is from his Battleground 2016 attire. There are no details as to where this will be released. Will this be in the main Elite line? Will this be a Toys R Us Network spotlight? Who knows, but it looks great. Yeah, there's no problems with the figure, but it looks very similar to a past Ultimate Warrior figure and a past Defining Moments Sting figure with that jacket. I was thinking that this would have been better as a basic figure, and then the Zack Ryder's WrestleMania 32 attire could have been better as an Elite figure, because I'm sure more people wanted that than this. But I'll still buy it because it's Zack Ryder. I'm a big Zack Ryder fan, and I'm really looking forward to it. The figure looks great, and I can't pick out anything wrong with it. Of course, it comes with the jacket and the sunglasses. So that'll do it for today's edition of WWE Figure News. Stay tuned and look out for tomorrow's video on this channel, where they'll be revealing some early previews of WWE figures. They haven't been specific on what will be revealed, so that just brings the excitement level and anticipation level up for all of us. As far as the possibilities go, there could be a few figures from Elite Series 54 maybe, Basic Series 78. Both of those sets we don't know the lineups for, so I'll just be interested to see what they'll be revealing tomorrow. I'm not expecting it to be as big of a reveal as today or yesterday, but I'm still very interested to see. And of course, early previews means unfinished prototypes and sneak peeks, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.